So I wanted to make a follow-up video on eBay's recent attack on my business. So this is the email that started it all. I received this email 5 hours after a business customer purchased 3 networking switches for a total that was over $9,000. Despite the meme being funny, yeah, it was over 9,000. Um, and yeah, basically no explanation. And then when I went to my payments tab on my seller hub, the red banner above my balance said that my account was restricted. After pressuring customer support, I was able to get some sort of answer. I mean, this is the best they're willing to tell me. On top of the customer service rep that basically said this happened because I had a great week. I believe overall, up till the 7th, I had $12,000 in sales that were stuck in limbo because of eBay. Lots of unhappy customers that really wanted the stuff they bought, but this is what happens when a corporation doesn't care and put any thought in anything they do. So 4 days later, the account was I don't know if you want to say officially restricted, further restricted, but um, it was more restricted than it was before, I guess. And they're asking for a bunch of information, which some of this is in the user agreement, like the driver's license and then like a bank statement or utility. The manufacturer's invoices, that one I don't believe I ever found anything saying expressly that I had to provide that, but they were insistent on that. Um, and yeah, they wanted a manufacturer's invoice or receipt. And the funny thing about the receipt they wanted was it had to be a PDF format and it had to be an itemized receipt with the supplier's information and a breakdown of every individual item that was purchased, which doesn't really work for my type of business. And then this is the first suspension email that I got that was more than a restriction. Few key points to notice is the first sentence. Based on your account information and activity, it looks like username. There's literally just a blank space there. I did not edit that, which is a restricted account is associated with your account. And it goes on, black space is where I hid my username. I'm not sure why. I guess probably kind of silly to do that, but whatever. Also, this this line under the link here mentions the listings that were removed, and it was just a blank space. And customer support said there should have been a list of listings that were removed if this email here, I guess if this email was a legitimate reason for why my account was suspended. So this email on its own threw some red flags. And then I get yet another reason why my account's been suspended. And basically they're saying I broke the using eBay policy, which is up for debate. I'm not gonna get into that one, but yeah, so I went from being restricted on the 3rd for selling too much stuff, then being further restricted and they've required information from me, then being suspended for apparently breaking the multi-account policy, even though I didn't officially break that policy because my second selling account was permitted and is in good standing. Both my accounts are in great standing. Um, so yeah, I don't know. That whole thing was irritating. Then, with lots of phone calls and trying to get in contact with other people and dealing with other nonsense, I ended up supplying more information even though I thought my account was toast. Because everyone that helped me made it sound like that there's no way to get around this and that the account was gone forever. And even my friend was like, yeah, just give up. It's a waste of your time. Focus on your business. But it's more than just the account I lost. It's the followers and the repeat customers that I lost. Um, so yeah, I kind of persisted. After supplying additional information, this is what ended up being the final information request. Um, and in this one, in the middle paragraph here, as you'll see, it says, note, this documentation must show your supplier's information, items purchased, quantity purchased, price per unit, and your payment information, which is, it's ridiculous. I mean, because I don't know how other people source their income or inventory, I mean, but like, I'm a recycling company. I'm basically a garbage company for electronics. The majority of my inventory is stuff that people didn't want and they gave me to dispose of it or recycle it or do whatever is necessary to make sure it's appropriately handled. And when I do buy stuff, I don't get itemized receipts. And I tried to explain that to several different people, but they just wouldn't listen and they wouldn't understand. Um, like in my case, when I'm buying stuff from businesses, they're not retailers. They're literally just, I don't know, I'll just pick a random company just to make an example. It's literally like if McDonald's is like, hey, we no longer want these point of sale machines. How much will you pay for them? This is a list of what we have. And I'll place an offer on their list. And then if they accept it, I, I would cut them a check for the total amount. They don't they don't give me like a receipt. Um they don't give me any kind of like confirmation of payment because that's what the check is for. If if let's say for some reason maybe the police were going after me and they're like, "Oh, well, we need you to prove that you're the legal owner of this stuff." I they're not gonna ask me for, "Oh, we need an itemized receipt." They're gonna ask me for proof of purchase, which is gonna be the check that I paid with and then the correspondence to the customer because only people that you're going to get like itemized receipts from generally are retailers. I don't source my inventory from Walmart or Amazon. It's literally from the trash. So, yeah, I don't know. And then I ended up supplying the articles of incorporation. The whole like information that they required kind of kept changing because like they never required me to provide banking information. I never did provide a bank statement, and yet here I am. It's like they've reinstated the account. So I just the whole process is ridiculous, and that's all I can say. It's just yeah. And then on the 18th, they officially reinstated the account. The irritating part about this is they continue to thank me for my 15 plus years of being on the site and my loyalty, but they've attacked my business and now they're making me start back at square one in my ability to sell in this account, which is ridiculous because this whole process was initiated by eBay. eBay created this problem. They've punished me for having a good week of sales, and now they're punishing me because they punished me. So I don't know. The whole thing is just ridiculous. But this is what happens when you do business with scummy corporations that don't care about their users. Sure, they're more than happy to pay their customer service reps to be like, oh, I see you've opened this account 15 years ago. Thank you for your loyalty. But it's just lip service. Everything these corporations do and they thank you for business and stuff, it's literally just lip service. They don't care. They don't mean anything they say. Because if they meant what they said and they actually valued me as a customer, this whole process would have gone completely different. Back on day one, I could go back to the first slide. I don't know how to do that. Let's see here. There we go. Back on day one, they gave me no information. Like, if they were going to attack my account, I feel like the way this worked out, at least the initial part of the process, was like predetermined. So what they really should have done here is they should have been like, your payment's been temporarily on hold. We'll notify you if we need further information. But in the meantime, we recommend that you gather such and such information, your ID, some bank statements, some proof of purchase of inventory, articles of incorporation, whatever. But like they made no effort here to expedite this process or make sure that you know this is done in a manner that doesn't disrupt business because um like they didn't just cost me money, they cost themselves money and they're shareholders. So, if you're a shareholder, definitely put some thought into what eBay's doing because in this case, um, I believe the total of final value fees eBay just lost was about $1,000. I know on the sale that was over $9,000, that was $750 for the final value fees that eBay lost when I had to cancel that transaction. But, on top of that, like, there's this whole idea of momentum where, if you got something good going, you don't want to slow it down. You don't want to piss the person off and then lose that momentum. Well, now in the 2 weeks that my business was effectively shut down, I've found four other different places that I'm going to be selling stuff. I'm pushing a lot more of my stuff to Facebook now. I've got a friend who's going to let me list stuff on HiBid. I got my stuff on Bonanza, which is debatable, but whatever. And then I'm working on my own site, of course. And then on top of that, I'm finding direct people to sell to and just bypass eBay. And the final thing I'm working on is I have 15 years with a payment transaction history, and a friend of mine who's good at database management is going to help me write a simple script where I can filter through all that information, figure out who my best customers are or were, and then compile a list of their contact information so I can start contacting them and just start doing more direct sales. Which, I mean, was my goal, but eBay basically just accelerated this as I've done, I think, almost $15,000 in direct sales now since eBay attacked my account. I mean, that's probably about $1,300 worth of fees that eBay just lost out on. And that's beside the fact that I actually put in the effort to try to retrieve control of this account again. Other people, they might not be as persistent about doing this. Maybe they just make another account, or maybe they just say, you know what, screw you, eBay. I'm tired of your nonsense. I'm tired of being abused by you. I just won't sell here anymore. And that's, in my case, I average about 1,000 a month in fees. It's not a lot of money, but 12,000 a year. If you take that times 100 people, I think that's 1.2 million in fees. I mean, I don't know. Seems like a lot to me. I sure would love to be able to just send the middle finger to $1.2 million just because somebody sold too much on my site. But yeah, that ramble. So how to avoid this from my experience and my opinions? Don't sell high value items on eBay. Try to avoid large expensive orders. So my sale that was over 9,000 was kind of a combination of high value items and large expensive orders. I think in the future, if I have something and somebody makes me an offer that's going to total up to a large sum of money, um, I'm probably going to decline it and figure out a way to get in contact with them without breaking eBay policy and then just take the sale off site. Because in the end, I have the same protections through PayPal as I do on eBay. PayPal might be a little bit more generous to the buyer side of things than I realized, since buyers can open up a dispute 180 days after the purchase. But, if they're a legitimate buyer, there really should be no reason to have a problem unless you're misrepresenting your product. Also, in my case, it seems that the sale was triggered. Sorry, I should just read. I don't know why I write these out if I'm not gonna read them. In my case, it seems the system was triggered that the sale was over 6,000, since I've had a previous successful sale for around 6,000 in the last few months. Uh, Not selling on eBay in general is a good idea if your item performs well elsewhere. And then if you can run multiple accounts by getting approval from eBay, that's another way to kind of protect yourself from losing all your income. Unfortunately, my secondary account's probably about, I'd say about 20% of my eBay sales. But yeah, running secondary accounts might be a way to get around this, since they never did attack my secondary account, at least not yet, knock on wood. And then just some additional thoughts. If you don't want to risk eBay stealing your money, you may want to up your handling period and wait to ship till the funds hit the bank. I was doing this only with high value items, but I'm kind of back to doing this with everything again, just because I'm not giving eBay free money just because they want to be jerks, or well, their automated systems are poorly designed, I guess I should say. Um, Only give eBay access to a bank account you don't care about. A separate account is necessary to be safe with managed payments. And this is mostly just because if they try to like charge you money or whatever that you don't agree to because of these attacks, um, like in my case, if my store was going to be suspended forever, I'm not paying this month's store subscription fees. eBay can go eat those because they basically shut my business down at the beginning of the month. And then, as petty as it was, the 9 transactions that had to cancel and refund the buyers, I had $2.70 worth of transaction fees. And it's like, I didn't cancel those transactions voluntarily. I had no choice. My account was suspended. So I basically told eBay, it's like, you're either going to refund me these fees or I'm just not going to pay them. And we can fight this. Would I lose when it goes to collections? Maybe. I don't know. But like, I'm not gonna let somebody push me around when they were the one who caused the problem. It's not like they're attacking my business because I did something wrong. They were only attacking my business because their automated system decided I was too successful to be on their site. And then, as I've covered previously in the long rambles, this system is automated and poorly thought out. If you want to beat it, you have to be persistent. Like with anything eBay, they will only fix your problem if you get the right person. And that's basically the only reason why I am where I am now, is because I was persistent and I fought this hard enough to finally catch somebody that was empathetic and actually was a human and not just some soulless shell doing their day by day tasks. Like, it sounds mean, but like that's what it all comes down to. If you don't get somebody who doesn't care about you and doesn't want to put any effort to help you out, then you're not going to get any results. You're just going to be stuck with getting screwed over by eBay and their automated systems. And This is something eBay needs to fix because, as crass as it is to say, I mean, this is the kind of money people kill themselves over. Not only did I lose $12,000 in actual sales, but I lost, you know, I was going to lose basically a six-figure income. And like that's a devastating blow to take when your business hinges primarily on eBay income. So, yeah, definitely don't make my mistake, which is primarily selling eBay, because there's literally about 75% of my business right now is eBay related income, and I need to push really hard to change that. I need to get it down to 50% because even this month, I mean this month is going to be not only damaging to my mental state, but my financial state as a business. I've lost a lot of money. I've tried to recover as much of it as I can, but based on the sales trends I was seeing, this is going to be a really good month. I think I would have been well within the range of 20 to 30,000 in sales, and I'm barely going to do half of that at this point because I lost my primary sales revenue from my primary eBay account. So, yeah, I don't know. I would say if you have no experience of selling on eBay or little experience, I would almost just avoid it altogether. Facebook Marketplace is a great platform. If you're selling locally, there's no fees. You get cash. So you don't have to worry about, oh, well, is this person going to get upset 6 months later and file a chargeback? You got your money. Obviously, still treat your customer right, but yeah, I mean, it's just eBay's become a terrible platform. eBay is the go-to place for scammers and counterfeits. And if you're trying to run a legitimate business, well, good luck, because eBay doesn't value your business. But that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching.